So, to whom it may concern, I plan on starting this channel strong. I myself play hours upon hours of video games, and I enjoy it all the time. It's like my favorite thing in the world. So, casual 10-hour gaming sessions, it's a pretty norm thing. Um, and with all this time I played video games, at one point I asked myself, is like, why not have a hand at making content? Because it seems like a fun thing to do. I enjoy the time and effort that people put into YouTube videos. I enjoy the different styles of content creators that there are out there. Everything about it just seems so intriguing to me. Um, and then kind of a tail end thought of that is if I can do something I love and make dough on the side, then why not? Um, just a little added benefit if it ever gets that far. Unfortunately, I didn't have a good enough setup to stream games when I was in that sort of mindset. Much a struggle to play them at anything more than low graphics. Time went on, and I built myself a new computer from scratch, put a lot of time into thinking about how to approach this, and I tried to work out how it could fit into my life. I've got tons and tons of ideas on how I can steer my content, what games I should hit on, how to present them. It's a lot to handle, honestly. There's a lot to process, a lot to plan, and um, going into this, I knew it would be a lot, and it definitely seems like it's going to be interesting. The main thought I'm getting behind is streaming a ton and uploading the streams in pieces as to provide a consistent and constant. Is that redundant? Consistent and constant. We'll just go with it. Consistent and constant upload to YouTube. With streaming a majority of the weekdays and videos coming out all the time, I want to be a very active channel, whether that be Twitch or YouTube, which I'm planning on doing both. Maybe not Twitch, but like streaming as an idea, wherever it may be. I've watched a lot of YouTube in my time, and a lot of the time I leave a video playing in the background or load up a playlist of a game that I want to watch. Just purely for the fact that I haven't seen that game played, I don't know much about that game, I haven't watched that game in a long time, I haven't played that game in a long time. There's a lot of reasons that I personally want to just launch a playlist of somebody playing a game. Um, and so with me personally loving to watch that variety of games, that's kind of where my angle comes from. So I want to provide a diverse array of games at a pace that can feed a person's want to watch. So that sort of leads into my next topic very well. I want to be extremely interactive content creator as well. If there's a decision to be made, I want my audience to make it with me. Maybe not to every minor detail because things would be sheer chaos, but you get the gist. Like, what games to play next, what turning points to be decided by the audience, how to go about something, etc. Um, I was thinking of doing a Divinity Original Sin 2 playthrough with viewers. Um, I'd host the game, obviously, but then by some means of random choice, pick who would get to join the game. Divinity Original Sin, if you don't know, is a 4-player co-op game. So I would be playing one character. I would invite 3 people from my viewers, my audience, to join and play those characters as we start the game. Um, and so if I'm doing a 5-hour stream of Divinity Original Sin 2, someone gets picked to join and they can only play an hour, then what I would choose is the next person at random to fill their character. It's no perfect system, granted, but I think focusing on bringing my viewers into games alongside me would be an absolute riot, not to mention the utter chaos at times, of course. Um, and some other games I was thinking about doing this with would include like Starbound, Anthem, maybe Unturned, Rainbow Six Siege, Astroneer, Portal 1 and 2, obviously. It's the co-op game to beat. um, Spellbound, and other names like that. Um, so not only do I plan on streaming a lot, but in my downtime, I'm also going to work on like some actual edited videos. I plan on having a series of like information dump videos. I don't really know what to call it yet. I have some names in my head, but I'm not gonna share them yet, cause if that does come out, then you'll know it when you see it. Um, but so these information dumps, videos, where when I release a new video onto the YouTube channel, um, before I would do that, I would have a pre-made video released of the core basics of that game described and played out. So you could have a super old game, say TF2, Team Fortress 2. It's like what, 10 years old now. I'm gonna release a video of the basics of that game because nobody does that in 2019 anymore. Nobody's giving you the basics of the game because everybody, quote unquote, knows the basics of the game, but you never know. There's people who don't. And that's with every game, especially with newer games. So why not cover all of that basis? Um, because there's really no harm in updating information that's so old it's potentially wrong. And that's kind of what that angle is. But also with new games, it'll help the new audience, say like Apex Legends for example, um, provide a bunch of basic core information to play that game. Uh, and whether people actually play that game or they just want to know it, like that's where this whole video idea kind of ties together. Um, so yeah, and one like other idea is I have planned to update old videos. So say I release videos, um, and information gets outdated over time, and it becomes a big thing in the community that XYZ has changed, then I would go back and cover important updates and such like that. Um, so, with that long-winded introduction to the start of my existence, I'm your godly galactic guide, Aegis.